Hi, I'm Jessica Amir for the Finance News Network. Today, I'm with Dana Carley, Head of Corporate Development, William Sandover. William, welcome to the network.
Hi Jess, how are you?
Good, thanks. So first up, can you give us an introduction to the company for those who aren't familiar?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're Dana Carley. We're an ASX and LSE listed company. We're looking to develop the Kululi Potash project. It's in Eritrea, East Africa, very strategically located. The potash type that we're focusing on is called sulphate of potash. It's a premium potash type because of it's chloride free and can be used on high-end crops.
And speaking about sulphate of potash, what are the key drivers for demand?
The key drivers of demand is obviously people eating. So the greater the population, the more food people need, the more fertiliser that's required. Sulphate of potash itself is actually used on, higher end crops, so berries, citrus, vegetables, coffee, tea, nuts and the like. And so the demand for SOP is also bolstered by changing dietary preferences worldwide, and also the kind of growth in sophistication of farming practices in the developing countries.
Thanks, William. Now to the Kululi project itself. Tell us about the size of the resource and what other attributes we should be aware of.
The size is staggering. So it's 1.1 billion tonnes ore reserve, which leads to 203 million tonnes of contained sulphate of potash. That leads to a 200-year mine life, well beyond our lifetimes, and leads to a very strategic asset. And the asset itself is very shallow, it's solid salts, it's low cost, it's open cut mining. It's really just a fantastic asset, and we're really looking forward to developing it.
Very impressive indeed. And what are the key financials?
We completed what's called the front-end engineering design study earlier this year. That was after completing a PFS and DFS. That zeroed in on our operating costs and capital costs, now plus or minus 10% accuracy. We're forecast to be in the lowest quartile for costs. We're industry leading in our capital intensity, and our MPV and IRR are 902 million and almost 30% respectively. The returns are quite unique in the sector.
A great set of numbers there, William. Now can you tell us what stage the project's at and about offtake agreements?
In June this year, we were signed up with Urochem. They're a global fertiliser producer, one of only a handful of companies that produces across the macronutrient spectrum, so your nitrogen, your phosphorus and your potassium. We got a 10-year take or pay binding offtake agreement with them, which again is unique among our peers. And the stage we're at currently is we've completed all our studies, we've got our offtake, we're signing up our operational contracts, we're ready for project financing and to get going with development.
Thanks, William. And now can you tell us about the project financing for Kululi?
We listed on the London Stock Exchange, which occurred in July. That was a very important step for the company. We do believe that the market in London and the UK and Europe does understand African risk and also understands agri-commodities. So that's why we listed over there, opening us up to a new set of institutional investors, big part of our equity funding story. We are looking to fund the project with 60% debt, 40% equity. Debt discussions are well progressed. We've got a group of banks. They've met with Eritrean government officials, they've been to site, they've looked at technical reports, they're getting through their due diligence. It's very well progressed, and we look forward to them moving towards credit approval.
And last but not least now, William, why should investors be taking a position in Dana Carley?
Dana Carley, in our view, is the most progressed SOP development project. It really should be the go-to investment for investors looking for exposure to the SOP market. We have the lowest operating costs, the lowest capital intensity, high returns, an asset which is very strategic in nature, very long life, close to port, good infrastructure in place, close to the markets of the future. We've got very strong partners in Anamco, the Eritrean government mining company, and Urochem, our offtake partner, and we're really looking forward to making a real positive difference in Eritrea.
And we're looking forward to seeing you grow. William Sandover, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, Jess. Great to be here.